realize is just I got attacked so much. Oh shit, that's the fucking bird. I gotta get that. God damn. That's a good shot. I think that's the woodpecker. Up there, it's gone. Up there it is. Oh, God damn. Oh, there's the the bluebirds. 3 of them. What is happening right now? Okay, now I'm being attacked. There's a dude, there's bluebirds everywhere. That is so cool. Dude, they know my energy. They're literally right here. They're all saying hi to me now. Holy, like I can get that on the camera. It's so close, I can get it with this camera. Bro, look at that. They're all saying hi. That is crazy. They all just came out. Oh man, dude, they're all on all these. The whole tree is covered with the bluebirds. Bro, that is so cool. All the bluebirds came at the same time. The little tiny bluebirds. Yeah, it's just, I realize I have to work on. It's all comes from the goddamn trauma that I'd have this fear of being attacked again by my own family. And then that spread out into society, basically. And all the different pains that they caused. See, once I get into that emotion, we can't go down that road. Because it sets off a thing in my... But it's like, yeah, that's the reason. It's because your own parents attacked you. It's like, oh my God. Literally every time I'd even walk out, I'd step outside the door, my parents would be like ready, they'd be there. So I never, like literally everything makes sense. It's just obvious. It's like they were attacking me every And then instead of like admitting what they did, like even to this day right now, they'd be attacking me and they'd be saying, but this, and this. But meanwhile, they omit the fact that they created these agonizing pains. And I'm living with these every day. I'm being reminded every day. Every step I take, every move I make, like literally, it's very difficult to walk, very difficult to do all these things that just a couple months back where it was much easier, and a couple months before that was much easier, and a couple months before that was much, and all these different angles of things, right? And this goes back to when I'm a little kid and they're forcing pills. And see, you don't know in my head how it goes, and then all the different memories pop up, and then it's simple math. It's obvious, like obviously, and then I have to stop myself before it just, and I can feel it in my body too when that happens. Like so, I still never got to this point where I fully processed that and got past it, because I keep still to this day get stuck in the pressure and the attacking and not being able to feel safe even at when it's been 40 years and there's nothing left to deny or have to explain. Like breath I take, every single thing that I do is that reminder. So there's no way to like attack me the same way. See, that's the thing. Also, I realized when I was younger as a kid, see, because of how they built me to tolerate like anything, like that's how I'd find any way to keep surviving and distract and keep going. But then now, how do I explain that? It's like, that's also the difficult thing. Is like, there's part of me has to face this stuff and actually get past a certain point. Talking about it too much, it all goes back to the balance and different mechanics and math and so on too. Because you have to balance, and then the more you have to fucking balance, the harder it is. If you have like a legitimate like struggle to face, it's like a gigantic weight to bear, to carry in the world. Your fucking amount to balance is way more than the other person. I want to do videos focusing on each thing. If I'm going to do venting, or just let the video flow from start to finish. I want to make sure there's positive to match any negative, and actual positive messages that people can take and utilize as well for their own lives. And yeah, it's just been difficult not to get sent down these predictable trajectories that I have already mapped out and understand why I go down those roads, trying to process. It's a shame to take away even one moment of peace and go back into this other stuff. It's a shame, because even these moments, and then also I don't have the energy and the bandwidth to really take away from having to. I have to be cognizant of how I'm sitting down, or how much pressure I'm putting on to my body because of what my parents did. I have to be clear about that as well, because I'm so tired of these crazy people that what they did to me. and just you can't do these things and then just say no, I didn't do anything. And then blame the fucking it's psycho. It's so crazy. Of course. Yeah, so I have to work on how I do this. But I could do. Yeah, we'll see. We'll just have to see. And I'll just try it different ways and see what comes out. But as long as I'm not putting too much pressure on myself, which that's a difficult thing for me, but I'm gonna try. Because ultimately, I know I'm not doing anything wrong on my end, and I'm literally still I'm like being tortured all the time, and there's no way to deny it. Like, who's responsible, how we got here, how every single details, like I'm perfectly, like it's all sound on my end. Like so there's nothing to blame me for. There's nothing to really legitimately attack me for. And then that's one of these things. I guess that's a trauma response because it still feels like I could be attacked anyway, and still have to listen to like my dad and the like psycho lies and just denial. It's crazy to like be at that point. Like after so much time, you'd think like, where's the decency? Where's like that you'd even? How can you still deny and like play these weird games? And then you think like you come around now and pretend that you were always good. Another 10 years late, like after like you create after you nearly kill your own son like over and over again, right? How how do you do? I I'll never know words for these things. Let's have some coffee here. That's so crazy. The hawk flew over twice, and if I had my camera right there, like I could have got a shot of that pretty good. It's crazy. I never was that into birds, but then like more recently, I like birds are cool too. All the animals are really cool. It's just a shame I never had like a real camera, and it's all the inverse. So at this age, now I get to experience. Oh, this is what it would have been like if I had a camera the whole time. And then, of course, right when I get some film of like egrets and like cool birds, then my dad forces me to move, and then now it's 20 more minutes further, and I already struggled to get there because I can only drive once, like every once 2 weeks or so. And then you have my dad. Oh my God! See, it's just endless details you have to. I won't even go down the road. Before I say it, I'm experiencing like the pain on multiple levels. And then uh, there's just simple math again. And then as I'm doing this, I'm like leaning on my fucking that part, which is like, all right, I was not ever supposed to be taking on so many goddamn fucked up things. It's been crazy as shit. Like I already had my life stolen at 16 with all the pills that they forced me on, right? I couldn't sit down anymore. I couldn't sit down and have my spine against anything. It was just a physical reaction every time and if I didn't do that, I was fine. But my parents made me have to keep sitting down, and they're the ones who put me on the pills that did that. And there's so many other fucking aspects to this. And once I get started, like, just, the amount of fucking. That's why there has to be different approaches to It all depends. What I'm doing is gonna trigger those same emotions to come back out. If I'm experiencing this pain and different things that, like, it's such a travesty. Like, all the stuff that could have been avoided. Like, none of this stuff ever. I never had to experience life that way. Like, all the ways they were, like, torturing me. Like, from just childhood on. It goes all the way back. And then to have those people, the ones who were responsible the whole time. Like, what the fuck was my life even? Like, you had these crazy people. Like, what the hell? The things that were actually responsible. The people responsible, the things responsible, the actual root problems not acknowledged or addressed. My end, I acknowledged reality. Like, of course, the one that, like, so many bluebirds. Yo, oh, no, that might be the cardinal. They all have these unique songs. You know that the cardinal is one of the rare types, I believe, that sing, the male and the female sing to each other. I think that's not so common. Usually it's just the male that sings, I believe. Now I know, like, even from listening, the different songs that they sing, the different calls, I can identify. So there's that one. Sometimes I forget mixing up the bluebird and the cardinal. See, there would be something to say about literally everything every second. Like, my jaw starts hurting from just talking because of the shit that it's like, literally, we go back piece by piece. Why did that cause this? Oh, because my parents refused to help with that part, even though I begged them for all this. It was just a simple thing. And when we go back even further, oh, because my parents did this thing to me. And it's like, oh, let's go back even further. Oh, because they did this thing. And then when they got caught on it, they just fucking moved the goalposts and pointed at you and attacked you again. And then when they got caught on this, they just kept doing it. It's like, it's horrible, like what they did. And then to not acknowledge it, that's probably that's another really damaging thing. And to have society, like, what the hell? Nothing ever got put back in the right spot. Just have, like, crazy people that just went around for 70 years, like, stealing things that were not theirs, and then, like, painting, like, oh, we did this for him. Look, we just did this for him, like, 20 years later. It's like, dude, you people, you stole everything, and then you, like, painted a rose over there and said, like, why aren't you happy now? After you, like, I don't know what the analogy to use. It's like setting somebody on fire, then like, yelling at them for, like, not groveling at your feet for and thanking you for. I don't even know what it's the most bizarre. And I shouldn't. This is also not good for me. It's there's a point Because I literally have to relive it. Like, I feel it. There's a point of where it's actually beneficial, where you're like releasing and expressing things, and there's a point where it's just detrimental. And often, like, I toe the line between what I have to do is just be focused in different mental states and not go into that and go down that road unless I'm actually like, okay with it and not going too far. And it's the right time as well. Just have to like do particular videos at particular focuses rather than go down that road and be okay with it more often. But see, I need to actually express the other parts to some extent in order to actually do the other parts. And have to reach more acceptance and safety on it without the reliving of trauma stuff. Which is difficult. This is still, yeah, it's still not good enough because I'm just kind of going in a circle a little bit. I'll get there. Last thing I want to do is build up even more stress in my body and like go back the next day. It's kind of a little bit difficult. Now back to peace and harmony, because I've changed, altered the focus, and actually got back to peace. And my breathing and all this stuff connected, it's interconnected in the body, the mind, all connected at once. But then immediately actually acknowledging and talking back on it, then my breathing go rapid again. And then, oh, there's a cardinal. Well, anyway. Alright, let's go back to the state of peace again. If I can. Let me see if I can do that while it's still on. See if I can have that mental state again for a couple seconds. Oh yeah, there's the male cardinal. tiny bluebirds, so they're very cute. They have like little blue heads. I think all the male ones have these blue heads. They're like so tiny. Do like real yoga one day. Should set the camera like over there more, so then you get like the whole body and go. I still know that one yoga pose where you could like, you go into like cross-legged sort of, and then you can like sort of push yourself up and go like do a headstand. I can still do that probably, even though I haven't done it in years, but I guarantee I can do it. Wait, is that the cardinal? The fucking male, the bright red male cardinal is looking right at me in the bush. Are you kidding me? That would have been, that's a beautiful shot right there. Okay. Alright, dude, these birds taunt me with the beauty. I want to capture everything. Oh, it's just looking right there at me. To actually have a camera too. And then, dude, I just want to take advantage of every moment. And then I'm still, yes, it's not acceptable anymore. Well, now that moment is gone. It's okay. Don't get bummed out about that now. I am for like a moment of peace, and then the joy of the cardinal, and then the bummer that I'm not free to just capture. Also, this isn't like, I'm not in the woods, I'm just in a backyard right now. So then having my camera, this is the thing, I don't want to like make people feel uncomfortable if I have a camera out and then they're like, if it's aimed like in their direction. I'm too conscious of everything. I'm hyper aware of everything around me, and externally and internally. But wait, I put on this. I can't really put any pressure. If I put any pressure, like on this other side, that's the hardest thing. Like, at least I have the bed I can. It's super difficult for me to like navigate being in like this stuff. Yeah, I don't want to go back talking about that now. I really just want to have, like, we should just make it peaceful. See, that's why if I did a video like right when I came out, right the second, maybe I'd capture the whole process of that and then go to this peace, feeling like I already expressed that. And maybe got out the way. Doesn't matter. For me, this is just me processing, and it's not like an interactive thing for the audience, whoever the audience is. It's just for me to process. I don't give a shit what other people think about it. shit I already have to deal with is more than enough at once. Nobody gets to tell me shit anymore. And that shouldn't have ever been the way for 40 years. Even so. Alright, anyway, I want peace and goodness. No more of this right now. Gotta make it just start a new stream. Like, everyone knows the struggle with the videos I've made. Or they should at least. I don't have to talk about it right now. My battery's probably gonna die. Anyway. Even like this though, it's still better. It's because everything is tied to the other thing, and that's tied to second C. So then that brings up the feeling of this. If only they could have listened to this. Like, oh, I didn't ever have to experience that. Then it boils down to what you have to focus on. What even is there that's left? Sometimes they're really difficult to find. There's an Ethan Bluebird over there. Okay, I'm gonna start it up. I'm gonna stop the stream and then start it again, and we'll just do positive 15 minutes apiece.